Welcome back. Algebra 1, Saxon's 3rd edition, and we're going to do lesson 59 together today, which is rearranging before using the substitution to solve a set of equations. All right, let's go back and review how to actually use substitution. So we're going to find an equation with a variable alone. And see where it says rearrange if needed? That's what this lesson is about. We've done substitution, but we've always had, up until this point, where either x or y was a variable alone and we knew what it meant. We knew what the value of it was. But in today's lesson, we're going to have some that won't have that, so we're going to have to rearrange a little bit in order to get either x by itself or y by itself. And then you know that we substitute in the value and plug in an answer and solve for the other variable. Alright, so let's look at this. We've got 3x minus y equals 7 and 6x minus 2y equals 14. Neither one of these say what either x equals or y equals. So we're going to have to rearrange. Alright, so look what they've done here. They're going to solve for y first by subtracting the 3x on both sides, and then they get negative y equals negative 3x plus 7. When you divide by negative 1, you get y equals 3x minus 7. Now we have something that we can actually substitute in somewhere in order to solve the system of equations. Alright, so we can put it in right there. So let's go ahead and in your book, I think this is the first, it's 59.1 example. So we have x minus 2y equals negative 1, 2x minus 3y equals 4. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get x by itself. So I need to move this negative 2y. I'm going to add 2y to both sides. So I've got x equals 2y minus 1. Now that I know what x equals, I can come in here, right here where this x is, I'm going to substitute in what I know x is equal to. And then I'm just going to go on and solve the equation. I use distributive property. And then I combine my like terms. 4y minus 3y is y. And then I'm going to get rid of this so that y can be by itself and we can solve. Now that I know what y equals, the actual value of y, I can take it and substitute it in right here or right here. I'm going to use this one in my example. You can use either one. So I'm going to have x minus 2 times y, which we now know is 6, equals negative 1. And I've got to do my distributive, so x minus 12 equals negative 1. Get rid of the 12 by adding it to both sides, and I get x is equal to 11. So remember, as an ordered pair, we're going to write x first, then y. Alright, so we have two practice problems that we're going to work together today. And you can see in this top one here, x minus 3y equals negative 7. That's going to be fairly easy to isolate the x. So I'm just going to write it over here. And I'm going to add 3y to both sides. And then I'll get a value, sort of, for x, something I can substitute in anyway. X equals 3y minus 7. Alright, now I'm going to, right here where this x is, I'm going to substitute this. So 2 times 3y minus 7, and then minus 3y is equal to 4. Do my distributive property. 6y minus 14 minus 3y equals 4. Now, if I combine like terms, 6y minus 3y is 3y minus 14 equals 4. I've got to get this 14 moved, so I'm going to add it to both sides. Got rid of it over here. 3y equals 18. Divide both sides by 3, and I get a value for y. Y is equal to 6. Now that I know what y is, I'm going to use this equation right here. X minus 3 times y, which is 6, equals negative 7. Alright, x minus, when I distribute, I get 18 equals negative 7. I'm going to add 18 to both sides of the equal sign. And x is equal to 18 minus 7, or negative 7 and positive 18, is positive 11. So, x is 11, y is 6, and that is my answer. Alright, and then B, we have 4x minus y equals 41, 2x plus y equals 25. So I'm going to take this one because it's already got everything is positive, so I don't have to mess with negatives right now. So 2x plus y equals 25. I want this y by itself, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, and I'm going to get y equals negative 2x plus 25, or 25 minus 2x, either one. Alright, so let's take this top equation and put in right here what we now know y is equal to. So 4x minus negative 2x plus 25 equals 41. Now this minus sign has to distribute over both these terms, so that means it's going to change what they are, their value, change the sign. So I have 4x plus 2x minus 25 equals 41. Let's add my like terms. 4x plus 2x is 6x minus 25 equals 41. Now we're going to add 25 to both sides. 6x equals 66, and if I divide by 6 on both sides, I'm going to get x is equal to 11. Now that I know what x is equal to, let's use this one. 2 times x, which is 11, plus y equals 25. Alright, 2 times 11 is 22, plus y equals 25. Let's get rid of this 22 by subtracting on both sides, and we have y is equal to 3. So I'm going to put my answer like this, 11, 3. This is x, this is y. 11 is x, and 3 is y. Good job, and I'll see you back tomorrow for lesson 60.